If you have the good fortune to have never experienced NUTS before, you should know that, first and foremost, NUTS originated as a joke WAD. A WAD created purely to screw with the player, and in the case of NUTS itself, be so comprehensively overloaded with monsters, over 10,000 if I recall correctly, that it will just outright tank the performance of your machine, rendering it virtually unplayable, even with more modern contrivances. So some bright spark has decided to bring that just wonderful experience into Dusk. Cheers for that. Now, in some vain effort to reduce any potential cases of ocular bleeding, I have in fact sped up the footage here so you don't have to experience it the way I did, which was the equivalent of watching a very elderly person's holiday slideshow. It is an absolute nightmare to attempt to play. Dodging any projectiles is going to be pretty much impossible. The best thing I tried to do at this juncture was just back the heck off and hope that the monster infighting would take care of business. Dare I say, even maybe improved performance by a frame or two, provided enough of the suckers were dead. After a bit of waiting, that proved to be very much not the case, so I decided the best thing for it was to dive into the fray and just get myself killed. My final attempt was probably my best method so far of attempting to get through this. I antagonized one side a little bit by accident, I have to confess. I was secretly looking for an invulnerability power-up, much like is present in the original Doom NUTS.WAD, which sadly does not exist here. And taking advantage of the situation, I decided to find the other recessed section of the arena over here and just strafe like my life depended on it. And as you can see, I was doing fairly well. Granted, I didn't really have a plan much beyond this, but hey, if I was seeing blood spurts, I was seeing kills, and ultimately, I took just over half of those suckers with me. Now, I say that was my final attempt, but I couldn't shake the feeling that there might be a method to just cheese this entire map, because in NUTS, the original one, you could actually basically crowd surf your way to the ending. If you're not going for 100% kills, there is a way through NUTS that results in success. So, at the very least, I made it to the other side of the arena without dying. Didn't find any switch, though, so fuck. In any case, I have to say that this comprehensively met my expectations, insofar as it being a complete and utter waste of time, both of yours and mine, and also big thanks to the patrons. There they go, juddering up the screen at a similarly low frame rate. They're paying for my bleeding eye medication this week. Much appreciated. Anyway, off to go scream into a pillow now. Bye!